Chad, good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Keegs, how's it going this morning, man? Keegs, you muted, dude. I think you muted. I don't know if I muted you. Good morning, guys. Okay, Keeks, you there? How's everyone doing this morning? Mo, just a standard audio check, please, especially Keegan. Sorry, guys, we just need to sort out a few things on stream. Keeks, greet the guys.
What's up, guys? Hope you guys are all having a beautiful morning.
Team, just let me know how's Keegan's sound. Only yesterday after the stream we realized he was quite soft, so I just want to make sure that Keegan is loud and clear, as loud as possible. Mo, how's the audio? Is that good? Keeg sounds good. Awesome.
We need to make sure they can hear me if I drop another banger for them.
Oh shit, bangers are going to be dropped.
We actually might catch a nice trade though. I don't even know about it, but I actually saw we got to Euro CPI at 11 o'clock.
Is it today?
Yeah, so that should be quite nice.
Yeah, we've got Euro CPI at 11. Yes, 11 out time, so that's something to look out for. Guys, it is Fed week going into Wednesday, so just keep that in mind, guys. So I'm quickly going to run through the analysis. It's a little bit of a different feel to the stream. I think we're going to stick with this for a while. I don't think we're gonna change anything for a while, but let me know if this is better and how you guys can actually see the accumulation distribution that I'm always referring to. And also, unfortunately, we needed to, not unfortunately, but you'll see the instrument symbol in the bottom right section of your screen. So that is something we had to do to keep us to the left and to have as much real estate in front of us. So let me know what you guys think of the new stream layout. I think it's pretty cool, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. And also, Neil requested that I go through the trading plan, and I think I'm going to actually download that from the Discord quickly. If you guys have not yet joined the Discord, link is in the description of this video. And Neil wanted me to go through the trading plan that I have put out on the educational channel on the Discord section. And yeah, Neil, I think the floor is yours. You can ask any questions as we go through it. And yeah, please feel free to ask your questions. I'm going to do it as close to the trading plan as possible, and that is where we're going to go. So first thing I usually do in the mornings are, firstly, I need to check what's up on the economic calendar. Obviously, due to the fact that news events, increased spreads, manipulation, all of that, so you don't want to trade into a news event. And obviously today, Euro CPI, that's quite a big one. And then later this afternoon, BOC, Bank of Canada, CPI as well. So quite a bit of CPI data out of North America and out of the Eurozone. We've already established our weekly bias. We've looked at the weekly time frame. We've established that we've closed above this previous area of resistance. We are bullish on the dollar for the week. And then after that, I go down to my daily time frame to establish my daily bias for the day. So yesterday I was expecting the dollar to actually start pushing up, which we did not do. So we now have a confirmed resistance right here, 105.40. We are now in the process of retesting this previous area of resistance. Potentially that could turn into support. But having a confirmed resistance, I'm going to go with bearish on the day. So unless anything changes on the lower time frames for me, I'm going to try and stick with a bearish bias. So now looking on my lower time frame, my 5 minute, the first thing I do is I establish where's my Asia highs. That's my Asia high. And I establish where is my Asia low. We've already marked out our weekly pivot levels. There's my weekly pivot down there. We tested that multiple times yesterday, and we are now trading at the daily pivot on the 5 minutes. So first and foremost, going into the session, this area right here is going to be key for me, whether we hold this to continue higher or whether we break down below something like this, retest of that structure, and to then continue lower. So that is first and foremost. We've established we are currently trading above the daily pivot at the Asia highs. So this is my area of contention for DXY. US30 weekly bias is bearish. We've gone through it due to the fact that we closed below this previous area of resistance right there. If you look left with me, we just pull this across. If I draw a line right there, you'll see that this was previously a massive area of rejection. We failed to close above that area. Even though we closed bullish, we are expecting some type of move to the downside unless we're going to go up and fill this weekly candle. Not the cleanest weekly price action, but nonetheless we need to work with a daily bias. Again, today is going to be a volatile day, I expect, due to the fact that we closed basically on the daily open yesterday. So the open and the close very close to one another, very tight range. So today is going to be some type of expansion move, either to the downside or to the upside. I'm leaning towards bearish due to the fact that we've now had 2 consecutive bearish days from Friday, and this now for me becomes a confirmed resistance level right there. So just keep that in mind. Lower time frames, again, we've already marked out our weekly pivot levels. Yesterday, that is where we found resistance at the weekly pivot level right there. Currently trading below the daily pivot, accumulation distribution pointing down, as you can see, downwards. Also price trading below the 200. So keep that in mind. I'm going with a bearish bias. Asia lows, Asia highs. First thing that I need to confirm, that's my Asia high. And then my Asia lows are sitting right about, yeah. Area of contention for me is going to be Asia lows first and foremost, and then if we get a deeper pullback, I want to see what we do at the daily pivot. So these are my two areas of contention. Nasdaq, same again, actually cleaner price action on the weekly due to the fact that we've had two consecutive bearish weekly candles closing below that area right there, confirming resistance. Potential that was previously support, we failed to continue higher from there. We've now retested it, rejected, and we are bearish on the week. On the daily time frame, yesterday closing bullish, but still closing bullish below this level, and I would only get bullish if today's candle does something like that. Then we can retarget these resistance levels up there. Bearish on the day. Let's see what we are doing on the lower time frames. $80 weirdly enough starting to point up, but price still trading below the 200. So what I want to see is what we do at these levels right here. Daily pivot, Asia lows right there. Let me just mark that out. So that is our area of contention for this morning. If we find rejections there, we can be looking for short opportunities on Nasdaq. USD JPY, I am bullish on the week. Again, I mentioned it is going to be quite a volatile week due to the weekly candle closing with a very small body. We've already created a bottom wick yesterday. I tried to buy it twice yesterday for minus 10 pips. On the daily, however, I was leaning towards bearish due to the fact that we could not continue higher from here. We closed back in the range, but I do want to show you guys this. What makes this tricky is we've got this area of resistance right there. So this is a terrible little range to be in. So either breaks above on the daily today or breaks below, something like this, and that will be very clean either way. So today is still going to be tricky. I should actually change this to neutral because we can literally go anywhere today. Five-minute time frame. Let's quickly look at what we've got going on the 5. We are quite a bit away from the daily pivot. The 80 is quite messy. I have to be honest with that. That is not the cleanest 80 that I've seen, but again, we've had, look at this on the accumulation distribution, very strong move to the upside, and now it is potentially plateauing out here. So this thing can go either way. I think we just need to be very aware of where we are on the lower time frames. So already above the R1 for the day, very close to the round number at 148, and then also last week's high. Let me actually mark this out. That's going to be an area that we need to monitor. Previous weekly high. We need to keep that level in mind right there. Asia highs, we can monitor Asia highs to see if we hold it, but this for me is not the greatest setup. Not that it's a low probability setup, but not something I like. But we'll see once we get to Asia highs. I'm actually just gonna set alerts, but this is the area that I'll consider. Looking at the 80, I'm not too sure if we pull back that deep into the daily pivot level that we will actually still be bullish on the 80. But Asia highs, let me set some alerts right there. 147.77, that is the level that we need to monitor. Pound yen, bearish on the week due to the fact that we closed below this area right there. we want to fill this weekly wick. Also on a daily time frame, yesterday closing bearish, retesting that area, that weekly pivot level. So I'm bearish on the day. Let's see if we can re-break these lows, get price to go lower. And ultimately, if you look left with me yesterday, this was the area that failed to hold above. So support turned resistance. Now again, previous resistance that was support right here now turned potentially resistance again. So I'm bearish on the day for GJ, but we'll see what we've got on the lower time frames. Just want to clean this up for us. 14 minutes still the open, still a lot of time. So 80 pointing slightly down. If you look at the 80 with me, also price still trading below the 200, as you can see right there. So while price is making higher highs, we've got some divergence on the 80. I am looking short. Area of contention for me on this is going to be the daily pivot. I'll wait for that. Asia highs right here. Let me quickly mark out the Asia range for us. Asia highs, Asia lows. And I'm going to set some alerts at the daily pivot, which is also the round numbers. So I'll actually 182.97. And ideally what I would want to see is like some type of structure break lower than on the retest of the daily pivot to try and see if we can get short. Otherwise, we will throw that idea out of the window, but that is what I'm looking at on GJ. Gold, Keegan calling out the absolute banger yesterday. I don't know if you guys are in the Discord, but absolutely to the T. I think if you took that trade, you would have maybe had like 0.2, like not even a, dude, that was like a 2 pip drawdown, 5 pip drawdown, but absolute banger.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful trade. I honestly hope some of you guys caught that. Obviously, I don't know what your risk management was, but I had it set at 5.5%. So it really was a bang of a trade, and like I said, very minimal drawdown, like at all. And was giving it to you guys in the morning. Gave you the setup, explained how we took the setup, so I really hope some of you guys that for me, like I said, is a AAA grade.
Yeah, it was Keegan's chart that he sent basically in the Discord. It was 1923, I think 50 or 1923, and then this was the after. Let me just show you guys the after. And this was the after effect. Little banger that was sent out yesterday. So I hope you guys are in the Discord, otherwise you are missing out. But nonetheless, weekly time frame, remember I said I am bullish. We are trading above the weekly pivot, this level right here. If we can hold that, I told you guys we can potentially come and retest this previous area of resistance up here on gold. So I'm going with bullish on the week daily time frame. Also going bullish due to the fact that we've closed above this previous area of resistance right there. We've got some range up here. I would say this is the next area that gold's going to come and want to retest, 1942. I am bullish on the day. Let's see the 5-minute time frame at the daily pivot. Only thing for me though is moving averages are starting to cross bearish, and also if you look at the 80, we have now started to trade below the 200, so we'll need to get back above that, and I think this thing could fly. Otherwise, daily pivot, this is your level to monitor. Asia lows, I do think if we can get back above the Asia lows, we can see some type of move to the upside. But again, it is Fed week. Markets are going to be a little bit jittery, low volume. So just keep that in mind. Keeks, I'm going to throw over to you if you want to share your view on gold. Just going to wait for Keeks to get his setup. So
there we go.
Keeks, over to you.
Okay guys, before anyone asks, I have not taken this trade. This is something I'm looking at. It's very, very clean, but no, I haven't taken it yet. So again, there, as we can see, the aftermath of that trade yesterday. So very minimal drawdown. You would have been tapped in. If not, you had a third time to be tapped in and went all the way to TP. Okay, but now where Chris was saying he is bullish. Remember guys, I actually said for the week I am neutral, but today I am bullish. After the closure we had yesterday, you can see there we had marked out the highs of last week. We had closed nicely above it. So I am leaning more to the bullish side for the week now. So we'll actually change that. But you can see whenever we had these nice closes above this point here, it did continue bullish. If it was bearish, it continued bearish. So like for example, right here, you can see it was bullish. Yes, it got firm resistance, but it still closed above this area, continued up again. So I will see the same thing. This can just be setting that bottom wick for now. Today we could even maybe have a smaller candle, almost something similar. Let's see, something similar to this over here, which will allow the big push with FOMC tomorrow. So we definitely can have, it is tomorrow, huh? Or is it Friday?
No, it's tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yeah, it is tomorrow. Yeah, that would be perfect then. So I would actually probably see something like this. A nice wick to the bottom. We might go up to about this area somewhere, yeah. Wick maybe a bit down. If we close even above, that's even more promising. But I wouldn't be surprised with a bit of a drawdown, and tomorrow that big push. As we always say, the small candles allow for the big moves the next day. But I am bullish. Literally where it is now would be a nice place. Like I always said, you have a massive engulfing candle. You can come back, wait for the pullback. But the fact we are at the pivot right there. So when we drop down to the 4 hour, same thing. Guys, remember, this is what we always talk about, that fractal structure. You see a bullish, one big bullish candle, but when you drop down, you got bullish, drawdown, bullish, drawdown, bullish, drawdown. That's just how the candles form. So this is perfect. We are retesting not only pivots, but at the same time, okay, don't know what happened there. Let's just zoom out. The highs of last week. Remember, I marked this out for you guys yesterday. You saw us mark this out. That's where we're on pivots. We're also going to be retesting that area. We can close back above here, then 100%. But I'm going to be bullish for the rest of the day. So if this 4 hour can close by 11 above the high of last week, I'll definitely be looking to go long for the rest of the day. So for me, that is my major point of my key area for the day, if you want to call it that.
Shot Keeks. GBP USD, just gonna run through it. We've got 7 minutes left. So previous area of resistance right here on the weekly, this is a major area of contention. We closed below that, and again I am bearish on the week for GU, but I also mentioned the divergence in policy between the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve. So Bank of England expected to hike rates this week, and the Fed is expected to pause, so keep that in mind. Also, I am leaning towards bullish today due to the fact that we're going to get some type of pullback after creating a new low. So very weak bullish candle, but there is the potential for today to maybe even flip bullish. We can maybe even trade a little bit deeper tomorrow into this weekly pivot level, but ultimately I am weirdly enough leaning towards bullish today. So let's see what we've got on the lower time frames. Accumulation distribution still bearish, but we will monitor that. We've already taken Asia lows. Let me just mark out the Asia lows for us right here. Asia lows. and then we've got Asia eyes up here. So I'm just going to put it out here that my best bet is going to be not to buy the Asia lows unless the accumulation distribution starts to flip bullish. But my best bet is going to be the daily pivot right here, because if we can start trading above that level, that is only, what is this, 20 pips away, 15 pips. I'm willing to wait for that 15 pips, get above Asia highs, and then straight above that we've got the 12400 level. But nonetheless, Asia highs for me today, that's where the pivot is. That's where I will set my alerts as well. And let's see if we can get something on that 12390 Asia highs. Right, we've got 4 minutes till close. USD ZAR, let's quickly run through USD ZAR weekly time frame. I am neutral technically. It did close bearish, no top wick. I'm going to wait for that top wick to be formed with this weekly candle. Daily time frame, let's quickly run through it. Daily, I am bullish due to the fact that we closed bullish above that level on Thursday. Yesterday closing bullish, we could get something like this today, coming to retest those highs, create that top wick potentially for last week's candle. And on the lower time frames, let's quickly see where we are. 80, nice, strong bullish. We are trading close to Asia highs, also above the daily pivot. I'm going to see if I can bang out a long today. Been a while since we've traded USD ZAR. So I'm going to monitor Asia highs, monitor the pivot. Definitely to the long side for me. I'm going to set some alerts. Also round number 19. Pivot level for the week, that 19. So what is this, 19012? Let's see if we can maybe get a nice little banger, as Keeks would say, from USD ZAR. So daily pivot level. And last but not least, Amos, we did not forget you, my brother. This is for you. I've put it on the stream list. So Euro USD, I am bearish. Look left with me. On the weekly time frame, this was a previous area of contention. Even if I pull this all the way through, you can see that this is a major area. We closed bearish below it. I am bearish going into the week, but also considering that we've had, what is this, 3, 6, 9 straight weeks of downwards momentum. So nothing has changed yet on the weekly time frame. Keep that in mind. We've been bearish for 9 weeks. On the daily time frame, this now is a confirmed support for me. 2 consecutive bullish days. Also, we are now retesting this previous area of support. So could go either way. Could flip bullish, but I am stating bullish because this is a confirmed support. I would need something like this on the daily time frame to actually get bearish for tomorrow, a break of structure. But let's see, I am bullish on the day. Let's see what the lower time frames are telling us. Accumulation distribution still bearish, still trading below the daily pivot right here, below prices, below the moving averages. I would say if we want to take any type of longs on Euro USD, you would need to see something like this, a very clear break back into Asia range. Other than that, we are still looking short on this market. And that is the wrap, guys. 1 minute till the open. Let's see if we can get something. I know GJ, we had some alerts go off. Let's quickly jump back to GJ. That is the analysis for the morning. If you missed it, please feel free to go back to the start of the stream. We went through everything, top-down analysis from the weekly, daily, down to the 5 minute. All right. 22 seconds. Market is opening up.
I must say, nothing is looking like too good this morning for me. Surprisingly, I think yesterday actually looked a bit better.
Yeah, there's
I think you're really gonna see the effect that like today is literally the day before FMC. Like you're not gonna see anything too crazy now.
guys, let me know what you think of the new stream layout. Are you happy with it? We had some comments. The guys wanted more screen or more screen real estate. And yeah, I think it is really good. Let me know what you guys think, if you are happy with the new stream layout. Now you can see everything. Alright guys, markets are open. Let's see what's happening. Gold holding the daily pivot level. 1930, nice round number. Gold starting to push up. It is good. We can see the ADA as well. Yeah, that was the idea with it. So GBP USD, very nice bump to the upside. Let's see. I'm only considering buys with something like this. That's the only way I can consider any type of buy. Keeks, what's your bias for US30? I think while we wait, do you want to run through your US30 maybe?
I can do that. It's just like gold thing's really taking off, eh? I don't know if anyone sneakily, when they saw that, if they took that trade, that setup that was there. I mean, yes, it's you clapping it right now, but
what were you waiting for?
Did
Did you want to see like just the open first?
Honestly, yeah, so I was just worried about that open. So I did believe it would go up. I mean, we've just gone bearish the whole day, and like I said, that will just set the bottom wick. I really believe it will be bullish, because that's the thing, like on the 4 hour it looks a lot bigger, but I mean, we were there and all I wanted is to close above here, so it's not like it's far to go. And again, you do have a pivot right there. So just one candle, we are above the high of last week. We close here, and like I said, this thing's just going to start taking off, because now you're going to go all the way to the high, to Asia highs, and then you can start playing around there and then go up to weekly resistance, and then if that fails, then this thing's going to run. So yeah, it definitely would be a good trade. I think it was just one of those, I don't know, like I was feeling a bit off today or something, so I was like, I'm not taking it. But over to US30, I definitely am still bearish. So as you'll see, I've actually got a few alerts on the screen. Looks a little bit messy, but it's that same key area, guys, yesterday. So you can see we came down, we broke away yesterday. This is the trade I took on what was it, the challenge account. I took this yesterday. So basically I had Asia lows where let's just see exactly where it was. Asia lows were like somewhere. So basically it wicked in. I waited on the 5 minute, there was one already bearish candle. You will see what happened. So there, that bearish candle that happened, I entered over there. I wrote it down to about I think. Because when they started pulling back, that's where I closed. So somewhere I closed.
I think that was the weekly, that was last week's low we were monitoring.
Yeah, so that was basically the trade I took yesterday. But then as you can see, we've hit support and we came right up to that key area, we got rejected also with the weekly pivot, and we're underneath it again. So I think this is pretty much going to be a repeat of what we did last week. We're going to hang around this area maybe a few days, and you're basically going to just repeat it. You're going to trade underneath, do it, whether it breaks away or returns. You're just going to have to take like the little profits, chip away until you do get it on the day where it's going to break away and you're going to get that massive runner. But again, here's our Asia lows, Asia highs. Either already we can maybe see a bit of a breakaway and you can go test the support again where you could go long from there, or we can go up again, get strength down by the pivot, break Asia highs, go back to the key area, and I will look to sell off, as I am majority of the day I am still short. So basically guys, it's the same thing. I actually will send a screenshot of this on the Discord that you guys can see what I'm looking at, where that key area is. But again, we can see that key area as well. You got the 200 EMAs there as well, so you are trading under the 200 EMAs. Our AD is bearish. I am bearish on the day, the 4 hour. So yeah, it's basically, again, just be patient, wait for your time, wait for the right moment, and like I say, let the markets come to you, let it come to where you want it, and then take it from there. But definitely going to look to sell it again today.
Shot kicks. Almost, thanks so much, man. Neil, I'm bearish on GU. Yeah, I'm bearish on the weekly. Daily, obviously, we formed 2 bullish daily candles, so I can't deny. Now I'm talking cuck. We had this weak bullish candle, so yeah, if we're gonna start flipping bullish again and 1 to 400, but other than that, it is still bearish. DXY, that is my main thing that I'm focusing on here. Daily pivot level, Asia highs. If we start breaking away from here, GU shorts still look good. 80 is still bearish, trading below the daily pivot. I would say breaks below Asia low. One that I'm really looking into is GJ, guys. GJ is very high on my list. I am wanting to execute on this. Question is, do I wait for, because here's the round number, so 183 right there. We haven't had the 15-minute shuffle. I'm gonna wait for that, but while we trade below here, I am looking short. 7 more minutes. Let's see if we can get some type of execution on this GJ. Good run without us. You need to make peace with that. But I want to short this thing. Maybe we get a nice little retest of that pivot, even up there, create some type of support here. That would be lovely. And then the structure break lower and I will be in it. So just letting you guys know. Neil, did I answer all of your questions, or feel free to drop your questions now, Neil? You mentioned you wanted to go through the trading plan, and what he's referring to is I've laid out a complete trading plan as to what I look for, how to set up your charts, sell scenarios, all of that. That is in the Discord. Neil, feel free to ask your questions or forever hold your peace. Mandla, good morning. Yolandi, Bron, Will, Mo, what is this new layout? I think the new layout looks quite sick. Yeah, please give me some feedback on the new layout. Remember, everything we're doing is for you guys, so you should let me know what you guys like about the stream, what you want on the stream, and also what you do not like. Ultimately, we're not just doing this for ourselves, we're doing it for you guys, for the trading community. So any positive feedback, any critique, feel free to let us know. Took a sneaky dig on gold. Laz in the Discord, bearish close below pivot, bullish close back above pivot, was a little naughty. Stop loss, taken off and moved. Laz, if you're on the stream, that is 2 Seattles, one for Keegan and one actually Keeks. Laz taking that gold trade that you shared. So Art, do you think?
I think that is fair. Should already be like TP1 already. Maybe I think that's what 1.5%.
Looking at Laz's stop loss, that's like a 2R trade he's taken. Yeah.
Here's a question, okay? How many triangles are in a pentagram?
3. No. Yeah, 2. Sorry, 2. Why? Who's asking that?
What? No, they can't be 2.
No, but what pentagram?
1, 2, 3, 4. Look at my screen.
Wait, let me open up Zoom, yeah?
Hey? Help me out your chat.
Wait, let me just pop it over
1,
to Keeks' screen.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, am I losing my mind here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm saying 7.
You saying 7? Wrong answer.
All right, Chad. I'm going with shorts on GJ very shortly. I'm just letting you guys know we've rejected that level. I am bearish on the day. We've retested that area 183. I'm actually going in with half right here, just to let you guys know as soon as this candle closes. And on the pullback, that's only 8 pips, but let's see. I hope this thing does not run away. Okay, it wants to run away, but nonetheless, I'm even maybe gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback on this 5 because it's now almost 8 pips away from the pivot. So let's see. Going off as soon as this candle closes, and then I will add my other half if we can pull back to this area. I then want to see some type of rejection in that area right there. So just letting you guys know. 15-minute shuffle about to end in 45 seconds. What is GU doing? Alright, 22 seconds. You guys know the drill. I can actually, I'm gonna go with the full size, guys. As soon as this closes, 8 seconds, I'm going full size. Okay, I executed shorts right here on GU on the close of this candle. 20 pip stops. And I will be targeting S1 182.58. That's my target. $152.58.
This is a gold thing really is taking off. Damn it. Ish.
Laz, it's now almost the Kauai meal as well. Not just it's turned into 2 Seattles and now even a Kauai breakfast.
I mean, already on my side, that's already a 2-hour trade.
Half a protein breakfast wrap. Thanks, Chris. What is the criteria for structure around the levels? What is the criteria for a structure around the levels? Neil, I'm not 100% sure if I understand that question. Gooi hom af, man.
You know, Chris,
Yo.
it's hard when you're good, eh?
Oh, it's lonely at the top. Guys, one thing I do need to note with this GJ trade, this area right here, we need to hold below that. So do expect some type of retest of this area. But if we can't stay below the 183, then yeah, this trade is not valid anymore. But for me, this is a very clean trade. Why am I bullish on the week? That is wrong. That I had to change a few things on my trading view to optimize it, but Brew, this is the easiest strategy I've ever traded. Absolutely love it. Just need to be mechanical and disciplined. Yeah, it is very easy, Laz. Trading is not supposed to be difficult. Or let me put it this way, trading needs to be very steps driven. Like, that's why most of traders fail, because they don't actually know what their strategy entails and they don't know how to replicate the same results. So a lot of times it will just feel like luck, like I was lucky to get into a short here on gold, but I can't replicate it, or this or that. So trading should not be difficult. Alright guys, here comes the retest of the daily pivot. Again, we can even pull a little bit deeper into this 183. We just need to stay below that daily pivot and we will be good. Oh, Neil, so on a daily time frame, I consider two candles. So if we've got two bearish candles, I consider that a confirmed resistance. So let's say there's two bearish candles. That for me is then a confirmed resistance. Or let's say in a bullish scenario, two bullish candles, I consider that to be a valid support. USD ZAR back at the daily pivot. I'll be monitoring this on the side of my screen for us. USD ZAR. I'll put this on here. Let's see how this thing forms. Do I use the same principle for the lower time frames? Not necessarily, Neil. For the lower time frames, I purely use my levels and I use my entry criteria. That is all I use. So for the lower time frames, no. I purely look for what my entry drills. So for instance, the trade we took now on GJ, let me just snip this. The trade I took on GJ now is this. Where the heck is my snipping tool? This is the trade on GJ. So there you can, let me just zoom it out a bit. So this is a reversal trade. As you can see, we were making bullish market structure going up, higher highs, higher lows. From this low, we created a higher high right there, breaking that high, and then we broke lower, breaking that structure there. Execute on the close of that candle. So around my levels, that is what I look for. All right, coming up to that 183, this is the level that needs to hold. Remember, I said I do like it a little bit deeper. Once we get that retest and we fail, I think we'll be good if we get something like this strong bearish candle breaking structure lower. Then I do think we'll have some fuel to go lower. If not, what will happen is you will see your stops getting hit right in front of your eyes. But this is a setup that we've been taking this entire year, so no emotion on it.
But you know, I think that's also something we're talking about, and I think we mentioned it to some of the guys on Friday, is the whole thing about a good loss and a bad loss. Like if your stop loss gets hit here, but you followed all your rules, then that's fine. Like you need to be okay with that. But it's when you didn't follow your rules and you took a loss, then there's a problem.
Yeah, there's definitely something like good losses and bad losses.
So a US city is now back at the Asia highs, so we'll see what that does over there.
US 30, yeah, quite a strong push. slicing through the pivot.
Pull another leapfrog. Can we break Asia highs? It doesn't look like it.
All right, back at 183 round number. I'm still giving this, I would say give it another 10 minutes. If we can't get back below 183, most likely stops will get clapped. Other than that, still a valid trade for me. How far did we take it? Yeah, 3, 7, yeah. So need to close back below 183. That is the area that I'm monitoring. Also need to get back below the pivot and also the Asia high. And then we will see where we are. But if we do something like this, guys, if we test the pivot or the Asia highs and the next candle closes bullish like this, unfortunately, that is not good for our setup. I see I'm at least trading with the market assassin today, Keegs.
Yeah, the only problem is I think he's out already. So he was in and out.
Yeah, but let's see. Hopefully can get those Cape Town guys to add some volume for us today.
Oh, Jay Rizzle.
Hi Chris and Keegs, what is your setting on your pivot indicator? I will show you exactly what it is. Who asked Ruben? Ruben,
You change the volume to 64, the length is 72, time difference is 89, and then you'll find pi in the middle.
pi squared. No, there's honestly no settings. Traditional pivots, auto, and then I just keep one number of pivots back, and then I just change my colors, so I can actually change that green as well, red, and labels left. Ruben, Ryan, what is your lot sizes? Ryan, honest question, what is my lot sizes gonna do for your trading success? If you know what my lot sizes are.
Just a quick 100 lot.
No, but honestly, like what benefit is there for you knowing what lot sizes I use?
Yeah, but I do agree with that. There really isn't. I think that's just so. I mean, when I post my things, a lot of the time, like I'll post my setup, but I'll cover up my lot sizes. I think that it's that whole idea as well of money, and you know what? I think it goes back to the whole thing of if you watch a trader, you're looking at the Lambos, Ferraris, and everything, but that's a guy that's been a profitable trader for 9 years. So you're not in the same place that they are.
I can show you some lots. Guys, but still create a channel for challenge to show lot sizes. I've traded 100 lots.
These guys just want to see us go full margin.
No, I'm not even going to show you guys that. But yeah, I've traded real money quite big lot sizes, but yeah, it's not about the lot sizes, so let me not even go there. Alright guys, we need to start trading away from this 183 level. We've had 3 tests on this level. I honestly want to see it get away now from the 183. Let's see if we can get some volume. We've had the retest there. I don't want to see it hovering around this level. I want to start seeing us get away from it, and yeah. 80, I have to say, is a little bit suspect to me due to the fact that we are pointing down, but we are trading above it currently. So my only other confirmed that I used for this is this 183 level, which is quite a big level. So I have to say that the 80 is a little bit suspect. Can you please have a look and confirm? Wait. Richard Lowry. Guys, USD CAD is hitting the 38.2 on the 5-year time frame, meeting at the 11 EMA on the 2 seg. Is taking the piss out of us here and tapping the lower range of the Bollinger Band with the alligator fractal confirmation. Ach, not lot sizes, RR. So the RR on this trade is 1.72. Ryan, so I don't go for more than 1-to-1s unless there's volume, and I monitor my trade at every level. So session highs, Asia lows, Asia highs, pivot levels. So if there is volume and I really see the market is moving in my favor, I will then ride it level to level and see where I can get it. But other than that, I don't have a fixed RR where it's like I have to get a 1-to-2, otherwise I don't exit the trade or I take a break even. So for the guys that have traded with me, 90% off at a 1-to-1, and I would leave a 10% runner towards the next pivot level. And remember, when I talk about pivot levels, it's R1, it's the P, it's the S1. So if I'm trading from the pivot, you guys already know that we are looking to trade from the pivot to the S1. And also, as I've mentioned, if there's a lot of volume in the market, you will actually see usually the S1 breakthrough, retest, and it will continue onto your next level. So just keep that in mind when I refer to... Oh shit. My apology, was just behind on the live. Goeiemôre Hardes. Hoop het gaan goed my maat. I honestly hope it's not a day like yesterday. Fuck, yesterday was frustrating. Nee, het gaan altyd goed, Hardes. Altyd goed, my maat. Keeks, what a banger you shared on gold. My goodness.
That was a naughty little one, that, eh? In the words of my brother, it was a naughty little possum.
Keegan literally putting the food on the teaspoon, just asking you to open up your mouth. You just need to chew. He literally took that teaspoon, put it in your mouth, and just said, chew on this.
Like, that's what we're saying to guys. Like, that whole thing where we've had a few people talk about it, where you can get 1 trade, 2 trades a week, guys. And if they're trades like that, you'll still be sitting at the end of the month, like, with 10R, 20R as a flipping profits.
Yeah. If you honestly just wait for the best setups there's no reason why it should not be profitable. And if you just follow what I've shared in the Discord as well, I've said it so many times, if you honestly wait for the A+ setups, you can make money. There's honestly nothing stopping you from being successful in trading. Guys, tomorrow Garen we will have Keegan again on the decks. I will be a guest on the stream. Keegan will be leading it. And then
guys, definitely one I don't think you're gonna want to miss. Like, that man's got some proper tips, some proper lessons to teach you guys. I think we definitely gonna have a good session tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So K-Riz on the decks tomorrow. And yeah, guys, I'm just letting you know, if by 10 o'clock, if we're not away from the Asia highs or this pivot level, I am gonna close this trade out. Reason being, we've had multiple tests of this round number right here. We've had multiple rejections now above the Asia highs as well. And one of my rules, if we range around my entry and if we stick around this level for almost an hour, it's actually more than an hour. It's going to be 2 hours where we are literally trading up against this level. I'm closing this out. I need to start seeing price move. Another thing I want to share with you guys is the trades that work are usually the trades that move away from the level. It doesn't stick around a level, it moves away from it. So that is why you'll see I'm quite aggressive in terms of my risk management, because I've seen it. Trades where I enter maximum 15-20 minutes around that level and then it starts moving. If it doesn't move, it's not a good trade. So keep that in mind. I want to see this start moving. By 10 o'clock, I want to see this already trading at the Asia lows. If not, this thing is going higher. And I don't want to be in shorts if I'm expecting this to potentially push higher. So just letting you guys know, 10 o'clock is my cutoff time. And because it's now ranging. This has now turned into a range. Spread trying to mess with me on this trade. My entry is good 3 pips lower than it should be. Currently busy with the funded challenge, that the free competition on the funded trader and actually going really well. Yeah, that's awesome, Ardis. Good luck with that. DXY shitting the bed. Failing here at the Asia highs and the daily pivot. Pound USD, very nice push up. USDs are shitting the bed as well, so
Chrissy,
yo,
would it hurt if I told you I took a naughty buy at Asia highs on US City?
don't tell me you did that. On the not this previous 5, did you get it close to Asia highs?
Literally on Asia highs. I just waited for the candle to close above and then I bought. So on the 5 minutes you can see that first candle that closed above Asia highs, then I bought.
Guys, I don't really like this GJ trade. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. Let's see what this 5 minute does. This 5 minute close is back above the pivot. I'm killing it. It honestly needs to start moving. So from 10 to 8 we've been in this range around this level, so I honestly want to see this get away from the Asia highs from the daily pivot. And I also want to see a trade below the 80. You know what? I'm actually killing it right here. Basically, break even trade. I killed it. Not a good setup for me. I wanted
Chris,
to move already. Yo.
Imagine 2 G's on tour.
Stag nights galore. I hope my wife's not listening in on this stream. Guys, I've closed out at break even. Like I mentioned, this is quite a big level. I would have wanted to see price move away. Also, the other thing to consider, US 30 currently pushing bullish, DXY also pushing bearish, so weaker dollar is going to support basically the yen crosses. So pound yen, euro yen, all of those pairs should technically be doing well, because remember, yen is a safe haven asset. So dollar down, obviously yen would weaken with the dollar, and then also looking at the indices, also pushing bullish from these Asia lows. So let's see what we do at Asia highs. And also the 80 for some reason is, or not for some reason, it's trading above the 200. So I can't throw that out of my rule book. One of my rules is that it needs to trade below the 200, which it's currently not doing. So we've given it a shot. I've shown you guys the screenshot of the setup. This is a typical reversal trade we always take from the pivot level. Let me see if I still have it here, right there. So that is the setup on the half round number, or pivot. We've given it a shot. And again, as I mentioned, the trades that usually work are the trades that move. So you enter, they do their retest, and they start moving. The ones that fuck around a level, those are the ones that usually kick you in your teeth. So let's see.
You're gonna fuck around and find out.
If you want to fuck around and find out, we're not in the business of finding out. We're here to make money. So yeah, break even on the sells. I've given it a squeeze. I'll monitor this level, but for me currently, yeah, I'll actually
I don't know if you were watching it, but while you were explaining that, literally a few minutes ago, I'm pretty sure we just hit our all-time viewers,
182
viewers at the same time.
182, 90, 150. Guys, I'm gonna set some alerts right there. So I'm not completely sold on the bullish. I'm still bearish for the day. So I've set alerts here. If we can get some like a heavy 5-minute break, something like that, I'm gonna give it one more squeeze. So we've had multiple tests on the 183 level, and then that will also be multiple fake outs above the pivot level. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm still looking short on this. Keegs, you mentioned, I think we did 41 concurrent viewers. Guys, thank you so much for all the support. Again, as mentioned, everything that we do on these streams are for you guys. It's not necessarily for ourselves. We don't sell any service. One thing we do need to note is we need to thank Vault Markets for the opportunity for trading, and for them giving us the opportunity to do this. So big shout out to Vault Markets. If you have not yet signed up with them, link is in the description. That way you can also support the channel and also liking the stream. We would appreciate it if you guys can drop a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and you will be notified of any future streams. We do some pop-up streams, but and well done to you, Keegs, for showing up every day and listening to my voice.
I appreciate it, Chris. It's always great to be here. Great to be around the guys with like-minded people. I always say that's the key to something. Like, people don't think about it, but surround yourself with good quality and you'll turn into some good quality. So also massive thanks to Chris for having me, again to Vault for allowing us to do this, and again thanks to you guys for coming in here, and as I always say, holding us accountable to be the best that we can be. But don't worry guys, we will be dropping some secret sauce in the coming weeks with you guys.
Also, just a reminder, remember the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We will be flying out one of you guys, one of our subscribers, most probably somebody that's in the chat, will run a competition on that day once we hit 1,000, and then we will fly you out to spend a day with us in the office, go grab some lunch, and do you guys stack smaller? No. Ryan, only use one lot size. The max I'll use is like two positions. I'll go in half. Let's say for instance, if I took a half here, I would add my other half, let's say for instance there, but no, we don't barcode. It's honestly weird, guys, that barcode. I don't know why though. It's a weird thing.
I'm just putting out there, like, all guys that barcode, they have something in common. Just go see if you can figure that one out.
I don't know if it's bro. I honestly, I've never been the guy to barcode. Like
I always say, like, I'll stack my lots when I'm managing a trade, but barcoding is a whole different thing.
Tell us, Keegs, what do all the barcode guys have in common? The guys want to know.
I think the one thing is, as much money as they're all making, it is very rare they actually ever see a withdrawal of that amount. So when they can come show me their withdrawals, I will agree with it. But until then, you guys are the ones paying for them to be able to blow those accounts and make those profits, and somehow magically always adjust these sniper entries of theirs. But I mean, guys, you explain to me, majority of you guys, I always say, trade USD, trade NAS. How, let's put this in rand so you guys understand this. How can you place a 0.2 On a normal account, this is a micro, a 0.2 on a 40 Rand account. And barcode it. Guys, come on, it's maths here. Like, you can work this one out yourselves. And you know what they say. If they drive a GTI, you can't trust them.
Oh shit. Really? Oh shit, GTRs.
But no guys, no hate on GTRs. I mean, low-key hate on GTRs, but no hate.
Rumor has it you must lay it till profits. Dude, I don't know the concept of the layering. I don't know why.
You know, you can't actually be wrong there, hey? Because if you think about this, layer till you profits. That's technically what Laz does, and he's been pretty successful at it.
Laz, shots fired, dude. I'm not part of this. Let me. Laz, I'm not, dude. I didn't say anything.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you don't have balls to do it. Because that's that moment you either gonna walk out there.
Oh shit, Laz.
Like this when
Laz.
Or that account's going kablowy. Like, that is it.
Shots have been fired, yeah. My goodness. No, let me get away from this chat, yeah. Thoughts on UJ reversal? Yeah, UJ is tricky. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, entire last week, I think I still mentioned like UJ is in this bigger range. Like, it's going from a range to a range. Like, if you look at this range we're currently in on the daily, this was also like a range, had like a breakout, retested. UJ is ugly. Daily is ugly due to the fact as well, if you look on the daily time frame, we are right at this resistance level right here. We closed above this tiny little resistance level there, so I would say it would be very clean. Again, as mentioned at the start of the stream, if we get a bearish candle like this, let me maybe do this for you guys, and you can see bearish candle below here, very easy sells back towards these lows right there, or some type of bullish breakout here. That would also be very clean. That would make it very easy for us to trade. So I would almost say this is a no trade range for me. I wouldn't want to get involved in this range. GJ for me on the daily is very clean. This for me makes sense. The sells make sense. We had this break below structure here, this candle breaking structure there. We've had a support being formed on Friday, yesterday breaking that support, closing below it. Also, if you look left, we closed below that level right there. So this makes sense to the downside. If I get clapped on shorts, that's fine. But this for me makes sense for bearish price action.
Yeah, also, so Chris also just add in there, actually hats off to Laz because he took it. That gold trade just hit TP of 4R. So well done to that.
Laz, I'm not going to be that guy, but I honestly think you should pull in with some Seattles, dude. We've actually ran out of coffee. Did we get our coffee yet? Is our coffee here?
I think so. They were getting something earlier, so I think it is. But also, quickly, I'm just reading Mandla's message. But Mandla just answered you. The key thing I said there was not a micro account. A micro account, remember, your lots are different to a normal account. So a normal account, remember, if you place in a 0.20, Chris can correct me if I'm wrong, if you place a 0.2 on a normal account, that's almost like a straight 5,000 drawdown.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
it's basically 20 a 0.2. Yeah, that's $20 per point. So basically every 1 point that what's the name moves, that's $20 per point. Am I talking cock? No, I'm not talking cock. So
That's what I'm saying. So keep in mind when I say, and the guy has a $2 account. So you're literally looking at 40 Rand. So 40
you
Rand
can't.
and you place in that, the account can't even handle it. So firstly, the account actually shouldn't even allow you to place that lot size. Secondly, if you did, the immediate drawdown, the account will be blown. There's no way you can trade that account size. Yo, that's 2 for 2 on gold, eh?
Laz, not Laz, Keeks, I think you should leave the stream, go touch some grass.
Oh my word.
Mo, just get some water, just throw it on Keeks' hands because those hands are on fire a little bit. Yeah, on his keyboard, please. Guys, I'm still watching GJ. It's still above the 200. Still in an ugly ass range. This is ugly.
I must say, I was just actually watching GJ this morning. I would have sold, if I did, I would have sold now probably at like basically 18300, 183 flat.
Yeah, my only thing is this is an institutional level, and a lot of times what can happen is you can get this type of accumulation structure. Like it's accumulating now, it's setting up for a breakout.
Yeah, so Chris, if you actually just change over to mine quickly if you can.
Okay, let me quickly jump over to Keeks. Let me just get you on. Okay, you are on, you're live.
Yeah, so basically guys, you can see I had this area marked out, so this is one of my key areas. So my big thing is what I wouldn't necessarily like is that we are now above the EMAs. So when we went to retest, you do have that very big possibility of breaking out and going above. But like Chris keeps mentioning, the ranging. So this one isn't as simple as just close above and buy. What I would have been doing is going to your higher time frames, but you can see how it is slowly kind of starting to respect it. But the whole thing is when it's doing this, we literally are trading in a range and the EMAs are all bundled, everything's together, the 80s very close together. This just means there's going to be one big breakout coming, but because I am short on the pair, I also would be looking to short it, but I think I'll short just for the day. Actually, let me just see, where's my thing? No, I'm bearish completely, yeah. But I would have looked to short it. So just because of my time frames, I would have looked to go short. But like I said, you can see there on this area how it's been supported and used as resistance multiple times. So again, we've seen how many times as well when you see something like this slowly going up, it starts to bottle, and either it's going to, as Chris says, it's going to do some of this, because look, that pivots there as well. So it's just going to bottle, and eventually it's either going to break away and it's going to go up, or it's going to break away and come down. So at this point it is a bit of a tricky one.
Guys, I'm in 2 minds. The thing is, the hourly is closing in 30 seconds. I want to, yeah, no, I'm going to wait for a good setup. I'm not going to force this. Hourly is closing bearish. However, if you look on the hourly time frame, we're closing above this area right there. So if I pull this left, you can see that this is a potential area where we can bounce from. So the next hourly can create some type of bottom wick and even push up to come and retest this area up here, right here. Come and retest that area. So yeah, I don't know. It's not. Yeah, it's not.
I think for me, the one thing which, like, this is a type of situation you have to stick to your rules.
Yeah.
Because for me now, like, cool, I want to sell, but when I look at my time frames, they're not in sync. So at the moment, I always say I want 2 time frames at least in my favor, and I've actually only got 1. 2 of them are going bullish, so I can't take the trade. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Honestly, yeah, no, there's not a dude. There's not a good setup. There's literally not one good setup for me. Thanks so much. The only thing is, I love these type of bottoms. If you look at this, I've told Keegan as well, this for me is like a magnet for price, because retail sees this as support holding. The retail mindset is like, oh, look at this strong support, price can't break through here. And this for me is literally a magnet. So if I'm shorting and I see something like this, the SMC guys will call it liquidity, whatever. So I like it when I see something like that, because usually once you break through these levels, there's a lot of volume that comes into the market. So all of these longs get liquidated, you get a nice push down, and I would usually close on that spike. But go with your gut. Trading is all about your gut feel. I might be wrong, Chris, but I see a bearish flag pattern on GJ 5-minute time frame. Stand to be corrected. It might manipulate, but it will fall. Mandla, I don't trade patterns. I just trade the levels. But if you are seeing a bear flag, that's not good, because that means the rest of the retail market is seeing it. So very likely it will not work out. Because remember, 90% of traders fail. So if you are seeing what the other 90% are seeing, you most probably part of the 90% that fail. So yeah, this.
You failed now?
No, Mandla. Yeah, sorry, Mandla. Don't think I'm a dick or anything. I'm just saying, like, if there's something that looks very obvious, like a head and shoulders, then usually it wouldn't work out. No, Mandla was just mentioning he's seeing a bear flag on GJ, and I said if you see it, most probably there's other guys that see it as well. So
yeah, it's true. I mean, I think it was Edgar. I was talking to him on Friday about it, and I said to him, like, there's a point, like, I like to keep my trading simple, but at the same time, you got to also think, if it's too simple, then everyone is also seeing that, and then you're also probably going to get smacked. So it's kind of that mix of keep your strategy simple, but also don't become the liquidity. No, Laz, I think the only problem is I have gone with my gut a few times, and I've got clapped very, very badly. Like, a funny story is actually when I started trading, I started off trading with Jay, and basically we used to do that. And there was a lot of the time, like, we would look at the charts and just be like, I can feel it. It's gonna
shit.
go up. It has to
Shit.
go up. And this thing just tanks, like goes the complete opposite way. So I get what you're saying, but there's also, I'm like, I need a little bit of strategy behind it.
I honestly have to go with the opposite. I feel like gut feel is technically, in inverted commas, is your ego. I think everything should be very process driven. Like, your gut can tell you this thing must go down, and that fuels your ego and that fuels your mind, and you basically get stuck on your bias. But I feel like the gut feel, if you talk about it in terms of the discretion, to have the discretion to say, look, I've seen this happen a few times, and it's basically a recall of your subconscious mind seeing something play out over and over, then I would say the gut feel, yes. But
then again, I wouldn't really say that's gut. I'd personally say that's more experience. That's the whole thing. You go off something you've seen before, something you've lived through or done before.
Or like some type of intuition, maybe.
So it becomes like a very subconscious thing, but a subconscious thing linked to that you've done it or seen it before.
Guys, as I mentioned, 10 o'clock, it is starting to move. Not the cleanest setup that I've seen. It's moving, but if we were still in this, where would we have been? Only 8-9 pips. That is fine. There's a lot of other trades. The tricky part is being to tell the difference in the moment, if this is experience talking or ego. Edgar, I think that the big thing is your trading plan, man. Honestly, you need to show me, like, if you come to the office again, you need to have it like on paper. You need to tell me, firstly, how do you establish your bias? How do you establish your levels? Then secondly, how do you establish your entry? What are your entry types? What are you looking for at a certain level to enter? Like, I've got my levels. I know exactly what I'm looking to do. Like this morning I said I'm looking for sells. I'm looking for the break of structure. I just executed it. There wasn't like, oh, my coffee was bad this morning, or it was too cold, there was too much sugar in it. It was literally, as soon as that candle closed, I executed. Then I managed it in terms of, again, trading plan. If price is ranging, one of the items on my trading plan, if it's ranging, get out. Then secondly, after that, you need to tell me, how do you manage your trade? When do you go stops to break even? Let's say, for instance, you were still in this trade. When do I go stops to break even? How much time do I give my trade in terms of breathing, letting the trade breathe? Then after that, trade management, then having the thing of, I wanted to go for Asia lows. Let's say this happens, I get Asia lows, and now the trade, the next 10 minutes do something like this. And it's like, oh fuck, look at that, the extra 100 pips, what is it, 40 pips. And now you need to be comfortable with saying, I followed my plan. My plan was never to trade 100 pips, unless it is in your plan. If that's your plan, perfect. But for me, that's not necessarily my plan. And if you can lay all of that out, and you can come and sit with me and show me that plan, most probably you can be profitable with whatever strategy you're using. But that's the key things: bias, establishing your bias, sticking to your bias, your entry criteria, your trade management, and then after that, the psychology of being happy with your 20 or 30 pips.
Yeah, Bron, just answering your question there. So either you can go back, I don't know if you've been on the whole day, I did break down my whole analysis, but if you look at gold at the moment, it is basically...
Wait, let me just bump over to you, Keeks. Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, Keeks, you're alive.
Okay, so basically what I mentioned to the guys when we were over here is all I want to see is to close above the high of last week. So if we go to the 4 hour, you'll see that that's all I wanted. I wanted some nice close above here as we're talking about our fractional structure, how it's bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So all I'd look for now is if we can get a closure like this, I'd even say possibly then maybe Asia lows. You could look for maybe that little bit of a bearish pullback, because at this momentum, now the fact we are most likely now closing above this before New York session, I'm going to be bullish. I'm going to look to go long. So what I will look for then is to go to the 15, even actually the 1 hour we could look at. And the same thing, you want something very similar to this. If we get an engulfing bearish candle, I will be a bit skeptical. I would probably wait to see the bulls kind of getting back in power, getting back in control with it, wait for one of their candles and then enter. But if we get a bearish engulfing, I would stay out of it. But like I say, what I would probably be waiting for New York, I don't feel you're going to catch anything now. The big move has already come in. I would rather wait for the rest of the day, maybe a drawback to Asia lows, possibly even retest the high again, and then continue up for the weekly resistance. So that's basically what I will look for the rest of the day, Bron.
Okay, Riz, thank you so much for that. Guys, I've got UJ. I've set alerts. I think somebody in the chat asked about UJ. I've got it on here. I'm potentially looking long on this. The 80 is still relatively above the 200. And the setup I'm looking at getting back to Edgar. So what I want to see on UJ, let me just grab it here. Just grab the snipping tool so I can show you exactly what I want to see at that level. And if I don't get it at that level, I don't take the trade. So everything marked out already. This is potentially what I want to see at that level. No guessing, just purely looking at the chart. If I can get something like this. So you see that structure, we were still breaking structure to the downside. And now from these lows, if we can close back above there, we'll start breaking these lower highs. And then effectively I'll be looking for longs because the 80 is still bullish. We are technically neutral on the day, but we are bullish on the week. So just letting you know, I am looking at UJ, guys. Potential trade setup on UJ. Josh, thanks for the gold insights. JC Visser shop. Guys, we are almost 40 viewers, only 23 likes. Can I ask you guys to like the stream? That would support the channel. We really appreciate all of you guys here. And if you have not yet, feel free to join the Discord link in the description. We share a lot of trades off stream as well there. It's not a signal service, but we share our trades with the community. There's also no gatekeeping, so don't expect us to throw you with some type of launch pass to buy anything. It's all completely free. We're not trying to upsell you or trying to funnel you into buying anything. We don't have a bot coming out very soon. There's not a 2.0 strategy. Our strategy is literally live for the public. We trade live, we execute trades live. So yeah, we're not funneling you into buying anything. Ryan, you guys have any main pairs you trade? Ryan, I'm actually gonna maybe just drag this across. These are the main pairs that we trade on stream. I'm gonna leave it there for a few seconds. We don't trade the XY, we just use it as a bias indicator, but feel free to screenshot. This is what we mainly focus on, or this is what I focus on mainly. I still want to reduce this, so screenshot now. 3, 2, 1, boom. Thanks so much, Ryan. That's what we trade. Third week in trading. What a beautiful journey you are about to embark on. May you find God as well on this journey, because I think you're going to need some spirituality with trading. Because trading is going to test you on another level. So I'm just putting it out there, Ryan. But we are here to guide you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We really do appreciate it. No, it's a pleasure, man. I just want to know, what is it with baristas and trading? Like the weekend, I think I mentioned to Keeks on Sunday, the one barista at Seattle, I was chatting to him. He follows us on the stream, so it's good to see you guys in public as well. And then the other day at Jack's Bagel as well, the two baristas there also follow the stream. I thought baristas are quite busy, but it seems they do have time to trade as well. Maybe after that rush hour peak in the mornings. Alright, go time. USD JPY. Can we see some type of structure break? Daily already took out the high, took out the low. Eish, guys, I don't know. Moving averages currently below, starting to point down. Yolandi, we allow anybody here. This is an open office. Feel free to drop in.
Just got to bring Seattle.
Yeah, that's the only thing. So if you want to come to the office, the standard order is 1 tall cappuccino, oat milk, 2 sweeteners. And for Keegan, it's the grande cappuccino. You take sugar or sweeteners, Keegs?
2 sugars.
2 sugars. Just a standard cap for Keegan. And sometimes the market assassin wants a hot chocolate. But yeah, that's the only entry fee we charge. Still in GJ, we'll go break even. Nice, Neil. Yeah, Neil, the thing is, it's very ugly, and obviously there's low volume in the market. You can see it. We don't have to guess that there's low volume. Price has literally moved in the last 2 hours. Price has moved 9 pips, 8 pips. So you can be patient like Neil, or you can sit it out. I don't like the low volume. It's easier to trade with high volume, but nonetheless. Tomorrow we've got Bank of England as well. So 8 o'clock, there is going to be a lot of volume in the market. And then tomorrow night, FOMC. Some accounts will be blown tomorrow night, believe it or not. Some guys are going to get absolutely wrecked. No, I'm kidding you, Landy. If you don't want to bring Seattle, that's fine.
Just remember, guys, there's 40 minutes till Euro CPR. So if you are in trades, just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, and we've got CPI coming out, so the wait continues.
The question is the market bull trading news?
Always, I always trade news. I want to feel that ebb and flow of the market, those big swings where your heart rate goes up.
Which news event was it? We sat here, eh? And we sat here waiting, and it was like a non-news event. Like nothing happened.
Was it not? I think it was CPI.
But I think it was GBP CPI.
Yeah, then I think it moved 10 pips.
Yes, that was so boring. Oh my word.
Yeah. No, I think I'll see what sets up during the CPI. How do I get for my charts to not flunk out? Like if I switch between, it like compresses it. Anybody knows in the chat to how to keep it like zoomed in?
Yeah, that is so irritating when it does that.
Let me see if
Do you think maybe that lock button does it?
How do you think
Like
so?
locks it in. Eh?
Let me see.
Or it locks all drawing tools.
Let's see if it's the lock tool. No, where's the lock tool?
There must be a way to do it. Look at us, guys. Years in the markets, and we are still trying to figure out trading view.
It's actually more difficult to maneuver trading view than trading. Right click into price scale and Leon B, what did he say? Price scale and
Lock
choose.
price to bar ratio.
Where did you see that?
So on the side, like where the price is, that's what I was literally doing as you were saying it. Right click on it, and then obviously then lock price to bar ratio.
Bro, if this is it, oh my, no bro, now it's completely yo, Keegan lies. Lying it to the guys. What is this? Oh my
I didn't do it, I
God.
just read it.
Wait, Leon B, scale price chart only. Check this. Okay, wait. Keegs. Scale price chart only. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Leon, may you be blessed, brother, with a lot of profits and a lot of volume. Geeks, it is scale price chart only.
Is it? Does it work?
Leon B, I will actually, just for that, I'm going to upgrade you to a moderator on the chat. Just for doing that.
Shit legit work. Hey, then everyone's zooming out the whole time.
Leon B is officially one of the new moderators on the chat for dropping an absolute gem. Beautiful. Leon B. Feel free to sanitize the chat once we get to that level of guys hating on the stream, crying, telling us our RR is too low. Why are we selling high and buying low? Feel free to time them out and even block them. Keeks, you know that's still coming, eh?
The haters gonna hate. The haters cause they're anus.
I promise you that is still coming. Like I would say our community so far, the guys that join in every day, we've got a healthy community. There's not a lot of hate speech or anything, but you're gonna get the guys that come in and they are
We're gonna start a new thing. We're gonna get online bodyguards.
Oh shit. You guys honestly thought I got Keeks in here for being the co-host. Keeks is a human tank. It's to protect me from all the haters. Okay, but to be honest guys, not myself or Keeks or any slouches when it comes to rolling, so I'm just saying, don't get yourself in trouble if you want to rock.
Oh my word, Edgar. Oh my word.
Edgar himself is a little human house, so I'll just run away from Edgar, tire him out, and I'll put him in a headlock.
We'd have to like tag team him.
Go for the ankles.
WWE there.
Go for the ankles. I think like Edgar, if you try and attack him the wrong way, he'll literally clean and jerk you. And then as he does a snatch with you, he'll pop you. What is that move? Is it John Cena that does that move? Over the shoulder, or was it what was the other guy? Brock Lesnar. No, not Brock Lesnar. What was the Olympic guy that always had the Olympic medals? What the heck? Let me get his name. I'm gonna think.
It's fine. I'm just gonna wait for him, and then he turns around. I'm gonna give him a quick RKO. You gotta expect the unexpected.
Kurt Angle. What was his move?
There we go.
The angle slam, or
it was something like that. I don't know what it was called, but it was that.
Bro, Edgar will angle slam you.
You see, the problem is the guy that answered the question was Edgar, so he's aware of it.
Bro, Edgar, without telling us deep down, is a Kurt Angle fanboy. Edgar, be honest, I loved Kurt Angle, bro. Like, I honestly, back in the day, Kurt Angle was my guy.
You know, I was watching the other day, I saw the videos, John Cena and The Rock are back at WWE. How much money did they have to pay for that?
Especially The Rock, dude.
Yo.
You know The Rock is the highest paid actor, eh?
No, but you see, he had to find a new job because he finally died in Fast and Furious.
But listen, if you think about it, The Rock took his name, like The Rock, like he's got Under Armour, Project Rock, and he basically built the entire career of WWE. And to go from wrestling to the highest paid actor in the world, He's not even he's an actor, but coming from wrestling. He's got his...
No, but I mean, it is a base. I mean, like, the fan base of WWE is crazy. I actually saw a thing also. Did you see they want to do like a collaboration event of WWE partnering with UFC? Because Dana White was saying, like, imagine like how big it is, because they both have insane fan bases, and now you put them together for like one event.
That would be
So
sick.
like, I know WWE has like the WrestleMania. So for example, you can have like, maybe say during the day you have wrestling, and as it gets into the evening, then the UFC starts. But you're gonna have, I don't know what stadium's gonna be big enough for that.
Guys, I'm still monitoring UJ. Don't think I forgot about it. UJ is still on deck here, so just letting you guys know. I'm going to show you guys now what I'm looking for, and that will most probably be the setup that I'll take, and that will be the session for me. Again, I mentioned it.
Oh, you can say what you're gonna say, Chris.
Let me just find it. So what I'm looking for is, if we get some type of break like this, I want to take a squeeze on it, and yeah, that will be the trade. But we are going into CPI. I just want to check Forex Factory quickly, because a lot of times FX Street would show that it's a yellow folder and it's actually like a red folder.
I saw what was investing, because your Forex Factory, let me just find it, had US news that it's yellow, but investing.com has building permits. There we go. At 2:30 is red news. But on Forex Factory it's only yellow. So maybe they know something we don't know.
DXY is also at the weekly pivot. Do we go for it? Let's get a vote. Do we go for, if this 5-minute closes breaking the structure here, do we go for it, or do we wait after tomorrow? Going to cut my GJ trade. Janil, this thing has not gone anywhere. Technically, gold sales are valid at these Asia highs, but I wouldn't take it. It's like stepping down.
I mean, it could be waiting for the CPI to come in. If that euro does come out negative, the dollar, because euro does actually affect the dollars quite often as well. Dollar goes bullish, then gold should come down. But again, I wouldn't trade it now.
Go for it, Chris. We've got another degenerate gambler in the chat urging me on to gamble on this trade. Dude, there's no volume. There's literally no volume in the markets. I already took a minus 10 pips on this yesterday. I tried buying twice on stream and then yesterday afternoon as well, and I cut both trades for -5. Let me see what we've got going on here. UJ. Why don't I have UJ on here? I do have it on. Okay, I'll tell you guys what. If we get a 5-minute pullback like this, if we can pull back something like this into this zone right here, and we then get a break of structure, I'll buy it. Let's keep that on here. If we get something like that, a bit of a deeper pullback, we're currently rejecting here, so as soon as we close above break structure, then I will execute on it. But again, there's no volume in the market. There is literally 0 to none.
And I just gotta say in the meantime, because I don't know when I'm gonna say it again, but to all you Red Bull fans, your boy Max lost. How does that feel?
Tough weekend for Neil watching watching it. But Neil, he is good. We just hating because our boy Hamilton is not in the mix, but that Red Bull and Max, yeah, I honestly can't take it away from Max. He is a phenomenal driver.
You know what I will say though, and I'll say that is he is a good driver. The car is insane. But the man's basically won the championship already. I mean, if he won this weekend, he did what it's done. But he qualifies for once, not first or second. And he throws his toys out the cot.
Yeah, that was bad
Like,
sportsmanship
bro,
for me.
You could have just chilled. Like, really? It's not like it's going to make a difference to you.
Note your total wins and loss in screen. Note to Spartan, note your total wins and loss. Did you hear about the illegal wing on his car? We need
Yeah,
to
that's
go
where they lost all the
something.
pace.
Read on a news article. No, I don't even see that.
Yeah, so their
Spartan,
wing is illegal.
do you want me to post my win and loss on the stream? I was thinking about that, but honestly, I don't know what that's gonna affect. What you can do is join the Discord. We will post. I'm thinking of doing basically a journal there. All trades taken on stream, and then all trades taken off stream as well. We'll most probably journal it there.
But to be fair, I mean, so on stream, for example, guys, if we had to record for like a month all our wins and stuff, I mean, the screen's just gonna get very busy. Like, you
No, I
guys
think
will
he's
literally
talking about like.
complain about screen time.
I think what he's talking about is like some of the other oaks will have like another column. Let's say, for instance, here, like wins, and then
but
like
I'm just saying, like, already
20.
when you take a trade, you always put there by your bias. Like, if you did take a trade, you put the result of it there. So for the day, if you did take something, like, they would see it.
We can do it, but everyone's doing. I don't know what that will help you. Like having a column like that. So, for instance, wins 20. At the end of the day, the streams are. It's me trading, and ultimately, it's still your own trade. And having the wins and losses on there, I don't know. We can do it, but probably just going to get a fine. Spartan retracted his message. No, there's nothing wrong with the message. Like, I know what you're talking about, having like a stream record, but I honestly don't know what value that will add to you as a trader.
I think, again, like, personally, I don't see the need for it, but maybe it's something we could add in the Discord if they really want it. Like you say, we can make a channel where they can keep up to date with all trades that were taken either on stream or that were sent out on the Discord. But yeah, like, the whole thing is to take the trades live with us if we do take one. So there's irrelevant about the past then.
I think if you're trying to sell something and you want to, like, let's say for instance we had a signals channel and we wanted to sell you guys something, then I would say the record is good. Then you can know like what to expect. So
Yeah, 100%.
let's say we're trying to upsell you to our signals package, and then we'll have like a record, but we're not selling anything. So the record is, we can put a 100% win rate there. It's not going to change the fact of you showing up to the streams every day, and then secondly joining the Discord and actually engaging in there. Did you guys go over German 30 yesterday? There was a real nice continuation on the 15-minute off a weekly pivot, very similar to the continuation pattern you sent in Discord. MS, let's quickly look at it. I will quickly look at it for you. We didn't go through German 30 yesterday. Let me just add it to the stream list.
When he is referring to the continuation pattern, he's talking about the day count that I told him about.
No, I think just the entry drill that we've got.
Okay. It's just on that note, guys, if you do go back and kind of took a few tips, I mean, we can talk about it more and more in the future, but a heads up, that day counting is for gold. You can go back test it, but like I said, with that whole winning percentage, all that is on gold. It's specifically for gold.
MS, let's quickly look at what you're referring to. A nice continuation. Let's just mark out the weekly pivot quickly. 5-minute time frame. Let's see, continuation pattern, 12 o'clock. I think you most probably referring to, you could have taken it here perhaps. I would say that would have been my first one, and then if let's say I went break even, or how far did it go up? 23. Okay, yeah, my stop would have been 40 on this. And then the other one you could have taken is this one here. This one is valid for me. So yeah, well spotted. What MS is talking about, the continuation pattern for the cells. I'll snip it. Again, guys, all of this is in the Discord with the trading plan. We'll slowly but surely add a lot more there for you guys, but what is referring to, wait, let me just crop that out. It's gonna look ugly. So what is referring to is this continuation trade. So either, like I mentioned, this one here, you could have executed there on that one, and then the other one you could have had was there. That's also a valid break of structure. Execute on that candle right there. MS, big thing is that you take the trade though. Okay, you mentioned you took it on the 15-minute. Let's quickly check the 15. Oh yeah, so I think he took it, yeah. That right there. MS would have taken it there on the close of that candle. Valid break of structure, or even there if he was a little bit early. Let's quickly check the Discord. Okay, so you took the engulfing. Nice. Okay, so you took the engulfing candle. Very nice. Yeah, that's also valid, MS. So there's the engulfing. There's your break of structure. So you actually had two opportunities to enter. Very nice. From the looks of it, you took it. So well done. Well done for executing on that. Alright guys, UJ, while we were talking, guys, I'm not gonna take this. we've got 15 minutes till CPI out of the Eurozone. Not the cleanest setup. Asia lows are still intact. We've already taken Asia highs, so this can push up maybe till here. Moving averages also diverging right here, so not the cleanest setup. It is clean in terms of the entry criteria. The 80 is above the 200. If you're feeling a little bit frisky, you can take it. I'm not taking it. If we had the Asia lows, for instance, sitting here somewhere, perfect. Took Asia lows, took some liquidity, but yeah, I'm not gonna take it. I think this is very close to yesterday's pivot as well. Yeah, it was yesterday's pivot, so yeah, no, I'm not gonna take it. Keeks, what's your view on UJ?
On UJ, hold on, let me just look. I don't have it on my charts. USD JPY. Let's look at this. Yo, don't even know when last I traded UJ. Okay, if we go for the dailies.
Okay, Keeks is gonna give us a breakdown on UJ and tell us if we should buy or not. Keeks, you are live. Give it to us.
Okay, so we had a little bit of a range. Yeah, so let's do this. Okay, so we found our support there. We came up. Okay, guys, you literally, I'm going through this right off the bat here. So let's just see. Okay. So you have got candle closure with some rejection there. Nothing too close on the other side. Okay. So yeah, what I don't like there already is that massive wick. I think that really that is a problem. But now you look there. So my problem is, so already if we go off higher time frames, like you guys can see, to me this is my perfect basically confirmation when I enter. Like this is literally my confirmation pattern. So you've pushed into an area, you've had a strong bullish push, you've found resistance. Okay, we can all see this here now. You've come down, you had a bearish engulfing, which is showing you the bears are starting to push back now. Now we've pushed back slowly, and that's the thing. The key thing is it was 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to get back to that point, and it's holding resistance again. So already on the higher time frame, unfortunately, I would be saying sell. If we go to the 4 hour, it is there. So already, guys, unfortunately, I probably am gonna say sell. I wouldn't be buying. I think the key thing is this area over here. So you can see where that candle closure is there. You had multiple retests and breakaways. So I think if we can either hold the support here, I mean, if this 1 hour can close a little bit bullish like this, you probably can look to go and let's just draw something out here just so we can see if there is anything there. So let's go down to the 15. Yeah, so there we can start seeing the structure falling away here. Yeah, I mean, so looking at that, if this closes the way it is now, I do think maybe you can get a retest of the pivot and go long. But if you close below here, by the end of this hour, so in the 10 minutes, if we close below this pivot, then I would be going short. So I think literally I would just wait for this candle closure.
Yeah, guys, I'm not executing.
It's very, very close to like that key area, and you've got news coming in. So I think the safe bet is just to stay out.
Yeah.
You can look at, I mean, even on the lower time frame, you've got another ranging market right over here, which you are back in line with. I mean, you can see all of this right here, basically.
I'll tell you guys what,
So,
we'll extend the stream by 10 minutes. We're going to wait for CPI to come out of the Eurozone. We are trading close to a pivot. If we get some type of bottom wick during news and we create a nice top wick and we close with a small bullish body, I will go for it. Something like that. And let's say we've got a massive top wick like this, and we've got the bullish body there, then I will buy it. So let's wait 9 minutes. Let's wait for 9 minutes.
Like I said, guys, watching it now like it is, if it literally can close like it is now, I'd say go for it, go long. But if it does, basically if this candle retracts and closes bearish, I wouldn't do it. Like, then you've got a more probability of shorting it again.
Guys, I'm gonna run to the toilet real quick. Monday to Friday, 8:30 till 11, maybe sometimes a little bit later. Be sure to join the Discord link in the bio. Also check out our Instagram handles. Follow myself and Keeks on Instagram as well. And feel free to drop a like and also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Be sure to click that bell icon as well to get in on some pop-up streams during news events. Maybe we even do a stream during FOMC. Come back to the office later tonight, grab some beers. I'm kidding, we're not gonna do that. If I was not married and
we'll be doing a stream from our home setups.
If I was not married and didn't have 2 kids, maybe, but unfortunately I still have dad duties at home, so my wife would literally wring my neck. So I'm just letting you guys know, don't expect the FOMC stream. What I will do is, though, I will be active on the Discord tonight. Tomorrow night. What am I talking? Tomorrow night. I will be active on the Discord. Maybe I just do a voice channel on the Discord, go through it. But I think there is a stream capability. I'll maybe just stream for the Discord community while at home. We'll see. Keeks, I'll check it out later, and then we can check that out.
Yeah, also just hardest, when you're talking about that entry model, you're talking about the silver bullet for indices. Is that what you're referring to?
I don't know what is. Okay, see you guys now. Just gonna be like 90 seconds. I'll be back. Keep the market up.
Alright guys, so basically if you are watching, that UJ is already turning bearish, so it is quite a bit of a tight one. I'd personally say. That's why I say, honestly, I'd stay out of this. You're literally at that flip zone, if you want to call it that. Honestly, I have never done it. I don't really know the studies behind it exactly, so I'm not going to talk on something I can be wrong on. A lot of people have referred that my strategy is actually quite similar, because I've actually had a few messages where that's actually why I've asked Chris about it, because I had a few times I was getting asked if I trade the silver bullets. So in a way, I guess it's quite similar to my strategy, but I don't personally do it. But yeah, I think that's just backtesting, guys. Like we always say, find what works for you. It's not that it's a right or wrong way. Just find your trading style and what suits you the best. Like I always say, people, we look at the markets differently. We perceive things in life differently. So do the strategy that just natural, or if you want to say comes more naturally to you. Don't try to force your brain to work around something, because that's when it gets tough. You battle to grasp the concepts, you battle to understand, you don't see the patterns. So end of the day, just backtest and do what's simple for you and works for you.
I don't think it froze, Timothy. Keek sometimes goes into full lockdown mode where he locks into the chart and it looks like he's frozen. When he zones out. Keeks, quickly check these oaks have like a little crane here outside the building.
Yeah, I checked when I didn't look now, but when I saw them pulling up, and I saw that like whole lifting crane thing. They were like, nah, the ladders were a bit sketch last time. They brought a whole crane now.
Okay, because trade pivots, but just saw this and wondered how does it work.
I wonder how our neighbors feel about the crane.
Bro, I was trying to mediate this over the weekend. Nobody gave me feedback. Alright guys, the toilet has now been vacated. I'll be back. Give me 96. We've got 3 minutes 50 euro CPI. Let's see if there's some volume. Could be a non-event, but let's see. I'll check you guys now.
There's 4 minutes for Chris to get to the bathroom and get back. Can he make it in time? Alright guys, so as again, you can literally see as you're talking about this candle, if you guys are watching UJ, it is literally just flipping bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. So yeah, if you guys have got the balls and maybe you want to go with your gut, be my guest, go for it. But yeah, it is quite a nail biter, this one. So let's see. Yo guys, a bit of an update. So I don't know again how many of you are prop or funded traders. So obviously if you guys are, if you've been live, you know majority of the prop firms were doing their payouts through Deal. So a big thing in the news this week was Deal is running away. So what's happening there is, guys, the prop industry isn't going anywhere. Deal, you have to understand, is just the middleman. End of the day, they kind of just get linked to the problem. So as a business, what's your best bet? Just distance yourself from the situation. So Deal is just moving away. They're like, listen, we have other business. They make their millions from that. They're not going to put their business at stake. So they've just pushed away all prop firms and moved away. So a lot of guys are partnering up with other companies already, or they're just going to do bank wire transfers, crypto, so on. So just a heads up on that. It is not a case that you have to be worried again that prop firms are going anywhere. They will be around for quite a while. Obviously regulations are going to get tighter and tighter, so things might change in the future, but I don't see them going anywhere. So just a heads up, especially the guys that are starting to get worried with this whole Deal news that they won't get payouts, you will get your money. A lot of places have already, like I say, established new connections, and their payouts are continuing as normal. So yeah, just an update for the funded guys, how that is happening now and how they have rerouted the funds. So yeah, you guys will definitely be able to still get your payouts moving forward. So again, don't be scared to take those options. Yeah, and the market bull makes it back with 40 seconds to spare.
Okay guys, I'm back. Are you guys ready? 30 seconds, Euro CPI. Let's see where we are. What are we gonna get? Is it gonna be a big one? Is it gonna be a small one? That's what my wife said on the first day. Yes, you guys are opening me up here for shots when I get back home. I honestly hope my wife does not watch these streams. But nonetheless.
And
Nothing. What the flip?
you know, hey, these other currencies and their news events nowadays.
Bro, the euro, oh my goodness, the euro just moved 3 pips.
That was disappointing. Nothing. Literally nothing.
Checking on the broker terminal, the spreads didn't even open up.
Well, that was boring. So as usual, we're gonna wait for New York session.
GJ, if you were holding through all of this, you would have maybe caught 15 pips. I don't even think, yeah, 15. This is GJ, guys, the dragon of the currency market, not doing shit. Gold currently trading up against Asia highs. Let's quickly run through it. DXY trading below Asia highs, also below the daily pivot. We've taken Asia lows, weekly pivot 105.06, quite a key level. Are we gonna trade? So we've had multiple tests on it already yesterday. Very interesting for me that we've already tested it. Yeah. US 30 back at Asia highs, testing at 80 still. Here's my thing, the 80 is bearish though, even though price is trading above the 80, above the 200, it is still bearish. So interesting. Asia highs, as Keeks mentioned, this is going to be maybe like our contention area for NYSE. Nasdaq up against the Asia highs, we broke above the pivot, didn't even retest it. The 80 on Nasdaq is weirdly enough bullish, so one to monitor for the session later. Also guys, FOMC week at FOMC tomorrow, so low volume, don't expect too much. High probability setups in the market. Pound yen now starting to flip below the 200. Nothing here for me. I'm not even going to trade the Asia lows. There's not enough volume. GBP USD back at Asia lows. Let me just see you. Okay, so inflation came out lower, so technically Christine Lagarde and the ECB can soften up on rate hikes, so that technically could be bearish on the euro. USD ZAR, weirdly enough, I was watching this. We at the weekly pivot and at the Asia lows. I've marked this out, and if we get something like this, I was going to consider it, but again, it's so late in the session. I do feel we're going to get a lot of trades from tomorrow onwards, so I don't want to force anything now. I don't want to force the matter. Keeks, anything else that you're looking at?
Nah, nothing for me, guys. Like, markets are dead at this point, so I'm literally just gonna wait for NYSE, for gold and USDT.
One thing I can say on UJ is if we get, okay, the hourly, let me just check this hourly. Apologies. Okay. Something I would consider on the hourly for UJ. and this could be off stream maybe, is if the next 5-minute candle does something like this, test the pivot again, and we then break structure to the upside. But again, what is going to drive it? There's no volume. We've had this massive dump. Yeah, let's see. I'll see how it looks if we get something like this. Nice big 5-minute candle. First retest that pivot. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm lying, I'm not gonna give it a try, guys. That's me for the session. I'm not gonna force it, honestly. That is me for the session. Keeks, any closing remarks? Any motivation for the lads?
No, guys, I think just stick to your guns, play it safe, be patient. As you always say, sometimes the hardest thing is just sits in your hands. But get it done, and yeah, let's see those blues at the end of the day.
Guys, thank you so much for joining. We hit our highest subscriber, or not subscriber count, concurrent view count, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Garen Hull, Keegan on the decks for tomorrow, so we will see you guys tomorrow.